The following segment is sponsored by Providence Health and Services. This segment of Afternoon Live is brought to you by Family Matters.
Health and education, safety, and the quality of life. KATU and our partners are proud to bring you Family Matters, offering solutions to the hard questions.
Because KATU and Providence Health and Services know that family matters.
Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. There is a big change coming to Providence Cancer Institute. After 3 decades of leading the institute and research teams, Dr. Walter Erba is retiring, and the surgical oncologist he recruited 15 years ago will take over. Here to share more about his new role, we welcome Dr. Brian Bell. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Anna.
We were just chatting about some big shoes to fill, but it's very exciting.
It sure is. You know, it's an honor and a privilege to succeed Dr. Erba. The fact is that his work, his life, his career has impacted thousands of patients with cancer, not only here in Oregon, but across the world.
Yeah.
Dr. Erba built and founded our institute about 30 years ago, founded it based upon delivering the next generation of discovery from the lab to the bedside, and he was focused on immunotherapy.
Yeah.
Walter led the first trial of an immunotherapy to show an improvement for survival in patients with metastatic melanoma, a drug called ipilimumab. This was a global trial, and turned immediately almost a disease that was uniformly fatal into one, and nowadays where more than half of all patients with metastatic melanoma are alive and well 5 years later. It's been a remarkable transformation.
It is incredible to think about that specific time frame, the past 30 years. So much progress has been made. As you reflect on that time, is it amazing when you see the stats on paper like that?
Yeah, it really is. Now we live in a world in which immunotherapy and both ipilimumab and subsequent immunotherapies which have been developed since have transformed the practice of oncology. Almost every patient with cancer, certainly with advanced cancer, is considered for immunotherapy, and we've made a profound improvement in survival in many of the diseases. But we have a long way to go.
Right.
And you know, I think we in Oregon should be particularly proud of our accomplishments, in which I think at Providence our commitment to just delivering the next generation of therapies has given Oregonians first right of refusal to tomorrow's therapy, which has been great.
It's really impressive how much is happening right in our backyard. And the mission doesn't change, right? A little bit of change in terms of who's driving the bus, but we're still going to be on track for doing all the same wonderful things. That's
absolutely right. You know, we're going to be committed to continuing our research and discovering the next generation of immunotherapies. We know immunotherapy doesn't benefit everyone. We've got to figure out the right combination of immunotherapies, combining it with different conventional therapies like radiation and chemotherapy. And we're now moving these therapies into earlier stages of disease where they can benefit more patients, prevent recurrences, and improve outcomes. Our scientists are also focused on delivering a type of therapy called adoptive T-cell therapy, which is a way of harnessing the body's soldier cells, if you will. They're called T-cells. And it turns out that these T-cells recognize genetic mutations that are driving the cancer. They can then be harnessed from the patient's tumor or blood, expanded to billions of times in a laboratory, given back to patients for therapeutic benefit. And at Providence, our scientists have been working on that for many, many years and contributed recently to an FDA approval for a cellular therapy for patients with metastatic melanoma. So it's been a tremendous ride over the last 30 years, and we're committed to continuing that.
Really exciting, and you can feel there's a lot of hope there for how much progress has been made. And we thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations and good luck moving forward.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Of course. We'll have more information about the Providence Cancer Institute on our website at KATU.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.